wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. And what's up with you, Jay? How was your weekend, brother?
Excellent.
Yeah.
I always have excellent days, man. It's just like I
Doing
said,
anything
busy.
special? Just hanging out at the house?
I make money and I lift weights. That's what I do. I don't. I really. That's my life, and I invest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't really venture out too much these days.
Yeah,
Pretty,
definitely.
pretty, pretty simple for me, man.
Definitely.
I know what I need to do, and that's exactly how it works.
Yeah. Are you checking the crypto at all? Seeing how everything's plunging a little bit? I know you don't really care about it, but it's kind of once in a while
No, I don't. I don't check. I don't check crypto. I don't check my stocks
nothing.
because they're my investments. Like I got in early. I let them grow. I don't lose money.
Yeah.
And I know how I'm not emotional, man, so I know how things work. Like when they go down, they're gonna go back up. It's not
So
hard.
let me ask you, have you had the chance to buy some more since it's been going down and everybody's panicking? Like at the prices?
Uh, Here and there, every now and then, if I get the urge, I'll just throw a little bit, but not. I mean, not like big, not big amounts. No,
Oh, okay.
no. Why?
No, I'm just asking. I finally got paid today, and I was looking. I'm like, dude, Bitcoin's at 78. Holy shit! Like, I might have to buy some. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, dude,
Well,
this
it's gonna go back up. It's
fuck
common
yeah.
sense.
That's what
It's
I'm
not
saying.
a. That's what I mean. It's not like out of the ordinary. It's gonna go back up.
It's either that or buy Cat X.
Nah, just go with the layer ones, man.
But yeah, no, Bitcoin, I mean, that's the one, you know what I mean? Like, I already have so much money into like coins that are like shit coins that I was
Oh,
like, if I should invest right now, it should be in Bitcoin where it's like gone lower than it has in such a long time, you know? So
do it.
it's
It's not a bad
hard.
idea.
Yeah, but that's,
How is that ever a bad idea?
yeah, exactly.
Like I said,
So,
I don't. Yeah, I just invest. That's it. I
yeah,
don't look at. I don't look at any of that stuff. I know how
definitely.
to make money. I know how to. I make money. That's what I mean. So people that stocks and crypto, unless you're trading, like you don't really have to check it. Just feed it and let it grow. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like having a Roth or a 401k. You just feed it and then let it grow. So
Right. Don't worry about the pricing.
not at all. You don't. It's not about that. You're just investing in it. If
Right.
you're gonna be the type to check it always, oh my God, I lost money. That's your own issues.
Right. Shout out to the 14 people watching. We got Little Cat RL in the house. They say hello. What's up, Little Cat RL? How are you today? Hope everything is well. Hope you have a good weekend as well. And Little Cat RL says to you, Jay, nice hat. And
Thank you.
and we got Teresa in the house with some claps and some hearts. Thank you so much, Teresa. How you doing today? And we also got random stuff saying hi. How you doing? So what's up? How you doing? Random stuff.
How you doing?
We got Starice here 21 saying nice butt. I don't know whose butt you're seeing, but thank you. Maybe it's from the TV. I didn't see if there was some butt
Oh,
showing.
maybe.
And we got Jim Borgini saying exactly 100, and he's probably talking about you and the crypto advice and the stock advice you're giving right now. So
I don't give advice. Just try to tell people how it is. Like literally, investments are investments. They're roller coasters. They're gonna go down, but they're gonna go right back up, and they're gonna go up high. That's just
yeah,
how it works.
right,
It's how it is.
definitely. So funny story. It's not really funny, but it's kind of a weird story, I guess you could say. Is that uh, Park City, Utah, is in yours and mine future.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Dude, I don't really have too many dreams like that I remember, and especially ones that are super, super vivid. But bro, Saturday night, I had the most vivid dream of you and me chilling in Park City, Utah, bro. Like I knew it was Park City. Like I
Uh-huh.
seen everything, I felt it. Like, bro, it was the craziest shit, man.
Was I skiing or snowboarding?
We were just walking, and we were both like feeling really good about ourselves. Like that's the way I felt. But I could see the snow. I'm sure we would have been there skiing.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think we would have been.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, I don't, like I said, I don't have so many vivid dreams like that, but that was one of the most vivid dreams I had in a really long time, where I was like, holy moly, like that's fucking sick. You know what I mean? And it was like good. There was nothing wrong with the dream, nothing bad out of it. It was just I saw me and you, and
Yeah.
even your posture, bro, the way that you walk, like I seen, like it was so to the point, bro. I was like, dude, we're gonna be in Park City, Utah,
I
not too
like.
far in the
Well,
future.
yeah. Most of my guests of that are from there, they always tell me I need to go because they know I love winter,
Yeah,
and they're always like, "Man, you need to check it out here, man. You know, it's one
exactly.
of the best places for winter."
That really might have to be our 100th episode, bro. Go to Park City, just do it out of there.
It's very random. I can't say I've been, so I don't know.
Exactly. And we got Jim Borgine. He's saying everyone who thinks their investments will never take some downturns is a moron. So
Exactly. He's right.
yeah,
Because you can't, I mean, it's inevitable. You know, like even in life, what comes, you know, when you have good, bad always comes with it. You just have to learn how to take it.
exactly. And
It's just part of it.
Star is here 21 wants to know, Jay, if you're Korean, because I don't think they're talking to me about that.
No, no.
And we also got Shannon. Shannon, what's up, Shannon? She's on the X platform. She says, "Jay, okay, I will not check my crypto then," with a happy face, with a like laughing face.
With like I said, with crypto and stocks, just like I said, just feed it. Unless you're trading, you don't even have to look at it. Look at
Yeah,
it every few months, you know, but it's always going to go up and down. It's just how life works.
right, right,
But I would just feed it, and then yeah, no matter what, it's going to end up on top.
exactly.
That's how it works, man. You know what I mean? It's nothing to be scared of.
And we also have Yippee Kaye back in the house. What's up, Yippee Kaye? He says, "Have you heard the new Metallica song, Ice Bank Myself? It's pretty dang good."
Damn, I didn't even know they had a new song. Really?
I
Wow.
don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but
I don't know.
like I never heard Metallica have songs that are like so long. You know what I mean? Like so long titles. But Yippee Kaye might know more than us about Metallica, man. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know they had a new song. If
Yeah.
they do,
And you got Jim Bargini again with the thumbs up. He likes what you got to say. We also got DTW in the house with the what you got? Oh, with the robotic muscle hand or arm.
that's hell yeah.
What's
I
up,
like that one.
DTW? What's up, 505, my man? What's going down? And we also got Jim Borgini saying, if only more people were as sensible as you guys. Thank you so much for that. We
Got to
try.
stay
We
focused.
definitely try. So yeah, let's get into our segment of Did you know about this? This is where I asked Jay if he knew. This is not trending topics like we usually do. This is just something that is kind of out there, and I just want to see if Jay and everybody else knows about it. So, I guess let's go to our first one, which is: have you heard about that new robot that they came out with? That is kind of like it's like a
Dog.
horse robot that's made. I
It's a
guess
dog.
it's running on hydrogen, where you're supposed to be able to ride it.
Yeah,
Have you heard about?
it's a dog.
It's like it's a dog.
Yeah, I seen it. I
What do
forgot
you
what
think about
company it
that, man?
was.
You gonna get one?
Yeah, I forgot what company it was. I saw it, and they saw they had it going through the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Which
crazy because
company
we were
was it?
just.
Was
What's
it
that?
Nissan? Was it which company was it?
I don't
Not
remember. It
Nissan.
doesn't even say here.
It's in the phone that I'm streaming off of.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I screenshot it. Yeah, because I was watching it. I was like, oh, this is cool. So other cats are creating this, but they're creating the an actual like dog that you could ride.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. I was like,
Yeah,
holy shit, bro, this is tight. I
for
just don't.
sure.
They're gonna have to make it like super comfortable though, if they like really want to mass produce it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, that's the only
Why
thing.
not?
That's the
Why wouldn't you
only
make it
thing.
comfortable? You know, like that's the
Yeah,
whole key to it.
exactly, exactly.
You know,
All right, and what I'm gonna do right now for you guys is I'm gonna give you guys the sixth most powerful factory-built Honda sports cars ranked by horsepower. I'm gonna let you guys know. So this is for all the Honda heads, man. I know Jay, you're not part of this clique. I know you don't really give a shit about Hondas, but This is for all the people watching that could be into Hondas. So we got number 6, the 1997 Honda Acura NSX. It had 290 horsepower. Number 5, you got the 2015 to 2017 and also the 2017 to 2021 Honda Civic Type R. It has about 316 horsepower. Then you got the number 4, 2024 Acura Integra Type S. That one has 320 horsepower. Number 3 is the present Honda Civic Type R. It's rated at 325 horsepower based, on the trim that you get. Number 2, the 2021 Honda Acura NSX. It's like the brand new one they got, or not brand new, but 2021. It still looks brand new, and that one is 573 horsepower, so that's like huge. And the number 1 most powerful Honda is the 2022 Honda Acura NSX Type S. That one has 600 horsepower. That's crazy, man. Hondas, man, they kind of came a long way,
Well, they last a long time too.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I don't hate on Honda. It's just,
Remember
it's not
when
my style, but it's
yeah.
it's they last a long time. I don't hate on Honda though.
Remember when me and you were in my vet, and then that Civic Type R pulled up on us, and he thought he could take us, but he tried, but not that we took him. It was no big deal, but I was actually surprised that we didn't leave him in the dust. He was that was the first time I experienced how quick the Honda could really be, the Type R.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked about that, bro. I was like, damn, they're pretty fast. That's why I kind of wanted to give this list out, because I was like, damn, okay, that's pretty crazy. The Hondas, they could be pretty fast, man. And they're stock. Those are all stock Hondas I just talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're brand new ones.
Brand new ones, yeah, exactly. For the most part.
Okay.
And I think the last thing I wanted to talk about is, did you know that Pacifica Taco Bell, they remade it?
What do you mean? Oh, they remodeled it?
Yeah, they remodeled it. It's supposed to be super nice now, even nicer than it was before, which it wasn't that nice before. It was kind of ordinary, but I think they were getting so much hype off of it that they redid the whole thing, bro. Super nice now.
I don't doubt it because of the location, man.
Yeah.
And that's a cantina, so I believe they have drinks there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think I remember that because I was there a year ago.
There you go. So
yeah. We got Jim Borgini. He says, my Nissan Versa has 224,000 miles on it with a CVT transmission. Still runs pretty smooth. That's amazing, Jim, because two things with Nissan. I have an Altima, and I love Nissans. I love their product as well. But the fact that you have a Versa, which has one of the lowest horsepower engines, and also the smallest liter, to be at 224,000 horsepower, you really took care of that thing. So, man, much props to you for that. And the other thing is, having a CVT transmission, it's always kind of you know what I mean? It's it's hard to predict if there's going to last a long time, because the CVT transmissions, especially in Nissans, are known to not last that long. But it sounds like maybe, I don't know, maybe hopefully, or you were doing, I mean, at this point it doesn't matter with that mileage, but most people who are running a Nissan that does have that many miles, then yeah, and it's a 2014 on top of that, then yeah, it's were you doing the transmission service every 60,000 miles, or did you not do anything to the transmission? How did you get it to last you that long? Are you doing all the regular service intervals and stuff, or not? But yeah, it is very, very little power. I know that's the crazy thing about the Versa. So you might not. The other thing is, you probably are not driving it super much up and down crazy roads or hills like we have out here for it to be lasting. Jim says the fluid is old and dirty, just driving on borrowed time. Okay, man. That's another thing too. Sometimes the people that don't take care of them. I heard the opposite, where if you don't take care of it, and you don't service it, sometimes once you do service it, once you go way past what you were supposed to service it at, you can actually ruin it, because it's kind of geared up and it's been greased up by the old stuff that's in it. So it could be bad for you to do it afterwards. So I kind of hear both of both the best of both ways to do it. Jim also says, I also bought it with 100,000 miles on it, and I unfortunately didn't service the transmission. Okay, yeah. Like I said, it's probably at that point, it's probably like, you probably got one that just had a really solid transmission, and it wasn't really like not taken care of, I guess, And so yeah, shout out to you, bro, for having another 124,000 miles that you were able to put on it. That's like almost buying a new Nissan, you know. Yeah, Jim also says, yeah, if you put new transmission fluid in a tranny that hasn't been serviced in a while, you could cause the gears to slip. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying too. So I had in 2014, I never heard many problems. I heard that a lot of the Nissans that did have problems were like 2015 and up to like 2017, 2018, where they started getting a little better. But yeah, I had a 2015 Nissan Altima before I had this one that I got now, which is a 2022. And literally, I always buy my Nissan certified used because I don't like to buy new ones. So I buy them certified used, and they have a 100,000 mile warranty. So on my 2015, at 99,900 miles, my freaking tranny went out on me, bro. I had 10 miles where if I passed that, that transmission wouldn't have gotten covered. So I just got super lucky. They covered it. It was like a $5,000 job that I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket for. So I always try to make sure, I love Nissans, but I buy them certified so that I don't have to worry about any power the engine or tranny going out on me and having to pay for it. Shout out to the 31 people watching, by the way, and let's get into some sports, man. What's going on in the NBA world?
Oh, you want to do NBA first? Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you wanted to go, because it's National Championship Day.
Oh, okay. You wanted to do that way. Okay, let's do NCAA.
Well, I mean,
first.
because it's the top trend. You know
Yeah,
what
exactly.
I mean? Houston had their meltdown against Florida, which is good because they beat Duke the same way. You know that, right? The other night. So
Yeah.
Duke had a meltdown against them.
Yeah. That's
So
right.
it's how the world works. You know what I'm saying? So it was good to see that.
And that's why today's show actually was titled NCAA Crazy Games. Like I titled this something to do with that, because
What goes around comes around, man. So
exactly.
that's literally what happened. You know what I mean? Because I believe I didn't really watch the whole Florida Houston game. I saw some of it, but I didn't really watch the Duke and Houston game either. But I saw the ending.
Yeah.
And it was very similar. Because
Exactly.
I believe Duke got cheated out of that. You know what I'm saying? But they had a meltdown. That's their own fault. You can't be up like 15 and then just fail. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Lock in.
I know.
So yeah, same thing today. You know what I mean? But good. Props to Florida, man.
I called that one. I called that one, bro.
That's good. I hope so.
Oh shit, that's funny.
I ain't mad at that. I like Florida.
Yeah. But too bad it wasn't because we didn't bet on the one the one that lost. We didn't bet on that one, so too bad we couldn't actually play for that one, because I think the other
would have been cool. I think it would have been but it was an exciting game. So
yeah, that's what I heard.
Very exciting.
Stacy Lawson off X also says, I had a Nissan, but I love my Tesla. Add a Tesla to your collection, Jay. I love your show.
Thank you, and I will. I most likely will. Since I have all gas cars, I have a lot. So
yeah, and Jim also says about my tranny almost going out on me after the warranty. Wow, crazy! I'm glad you looked out. Thanks, Jim. That was super lucky, man. Just super lucky. What's up with the NBA now? You didn't have any trending topics with NCAA, did you? Or did you?
No, it was only obviously just Houston had the meltdown. That's it.
Yeah. And what was the actual final scores of the day before and yesterday? Or I mean today. I'm sorry. Yeah, today and
65,
Saturday.
63.
That was for today's game, right? So Florida won that game.
Yeah, Florida won today. They're the champions.
Okay, and Saturday's games, what was how did that happen? Like, what was the scores?
Florida beat Auburn 79-73, and Houston beat Duke 70-67.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was Houston and Duke that had that really crazy game, right?
Yeah, Duke was same thing. Duke was up just like Houston was up, and they had a meltdown right at the end. Same thing. Same exact thing, bro. Like it couldn't have been more scripted perfect. It was like the same exact game except like I said, what goes around comes around, bro. They
So
did exactly. It was like boom, boom, boom. They're like it's like that crazy.
so that's kind of funny that you mentioned scripted perfect. Do you
It
maybe
was.
think it might have been scripted a little bit?
Nah, I don't. I
No.
mean, the only thing I like, so I didn't really, like I said, I didn't watch the whole Florida Houston game, the ending like that. I just saw bits and pieces because I was fading my hair,
Yeah, yeah,
shaving
yeah.
and stuff. But the Duke and Houston game, I saw that foul they called on Cooper Flag at the end, which was not a foul.
Yeah, I've seen that
So
one too. I did see
yeah,
that.
so that was not a foul. So I don't know
Yeah,
if that went with the script, but I don't. I know that wasn't a foul.
yeah. What did he
I
do? He
saw
like
it.
went over they said he went over the top, right? Like it was
Yeah,
a
except he didn't go over his back. He was actually going backward. So
yeah.
how
I've
do you
seen
go
that.
over someone's back when you're going back? That's what I mean. To me, I'm like, huh? That doesn't make any sense to me. But you never know, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, but like I said, it doesn't matter. That's not how a game is determined. If you were up 15 with like a couple minutes left, you should win. There's no excuse. No excuse. That's what
At
I
that
mean. You
point,
can't. Yeah,
yeah. At that point, even if the refs did call that bad one, and even if it was on purpose, like you said, one, they shouldn't have won in the first place anyway because they should have never came back from that kind of like
that's
a
what I mean. If you're up by that much and
yeah,
there's only that amount of time left, you have to lock in.
exactly,
You can't have meltdowns like that. And that's why I
exactly,
think it's funny it happened to Houston. You know what I mean? Like they did what Florida did to them.
right.
They did it 2 days before to Duke. So
Yeah, definitely,
no
definitely.
excuses, man. No excuses.
That's crazy. All right, what about the NBA, man? Let's get into some scores.
Shout out Zach Levine, bro. He's one of the trending topics today. So he had a monster game against the Pistons.
Oh, okay,
So yeah, he was trending. So Sack beat Detroit, obviously 127-119.
okay,
But
all right.
yeah, so Levine
117.
and DeRozan, they had 80 like to lead the Kings past the Pistons.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Zach Levine had 43 of those. So
Gotcha. It was
he
it
was,
was 127 to 117, right?
yeah, man.
Okay.
He was beasting.
And then what happened with and then there's only two games, right? Only two games.
Yeah, because the national championship was today.
Oh, okay, that's one. So yeah, what was the other
You
game?
can't put on a lot. The other game was the Heat and Sixers. That's you already know the Sixers have they've been on vacation for a month now.
I
So
know, I know. Do
that
you
was
want to go?
117.
Yeah. Do you want to go over yesterday's games? Just who won?
Sure, why not? Bulls beat the Hornets. Raptors beat the Nets. Lakers beat the Thunder. Celtics beat the Wizards. Hawks beat the Jazz. Kings beat the Cavs. Trailblazers beat the Spurs. Knicks beat the Suns. Pacers beat the Nuggets. And the Rockets beat the Warriors.
Oh damn! Like you said, Rockets are number two. They're pretty strong right now. So
Well, you know, everything is seeding, but I
yeah.
mean, they don't want, they want to have that number 2 seed. So
Let
it's
me
not
ask
like
you.
they would catch the Thunder. The Thunder are like 13 games ahead of them. So
Right, right. But let me
the
ask you.
Thunder are fine.
Yeah, but about the Thunder Lakers game, did you expect that kind of a blowout from Thunder?
I don't know. I didn't watch it,
Oh,
but
okay.
I know the Thunder they have the best record in the NBA. So I know how it is. You could just have a game where you're just like, whatever. You know, they beat us. They
Yeah.
beat us.
But
You know what I
when you
mean?
seen that score, did it kind of shock you a little bit? Like, damn, okay, I didn't expect that. You know what I mean?
No, no.
No,
Why?
you
No,
weren't
it
tripping.
happens. Why? Why? I mean, they're the number 1 seed in the West. Why? You know, they're up by so many games. You're always going to have a game where you're just, you falter. You know, dude, the Heat beat the Celtics the other day. You know, after a 10-game win streak.
Yeah, but
You know, and I
not by
was like,
like that
what?
much. Not by that much.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know, you never know. Their coach could have been like, hey, you know what? They're up by like 20 or 30. I'll pull my starters. Go ahead. The bench could
Yeah,
play. That's what I
yeah.
mean. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I
Because
didn't watch it.
it surprised me because they were almost like it looked like they were almost like struggling a little bit against the Pelicans. So I was like, damn, okay,
Cool.
maybe they're the Lakers when they played the Pelicans, like
Oh,
the night before that.
yeah,
And then
maybe. I don't know.
yeah, and then all of a sudden they go against like the number one team in the West, the Thunder, and they freaking like blow them out like crazy, man. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It happens. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like I said, I, I expect the Heat to beat Boston that one night. No, but it happens.
Or yeah,
You know, you can't win them all. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're
No,
always going to have an off game.
I did see the game with Thunder and Lakers, and it was before even halftime. It was so lopsided, bro. I was like,
There
holy
you
shit.
go.
Yeah,
See, so
was,
if it was that lopsided, if I'm the coach of the Thunder, why would I play my starters the second half? Maybe in the third quarter, give them a little time, but okay, this one's in the books, bro. We've only lost 13 games all year.
yeah.
Let's
Well, they did, no, I feel it. But
you
they did
know,
play their starters like the whole time. That's why they actually came back and got a little bit close for a moment. But then Lakers, like fourth quarter, started just hitting threes. They were hitting threes all game, the whole game actually. And man, they just couldn't come. They couldn't stay with it. You know what I mean?
yeah, but that's what I mean. That's why they have seeding, you know, and that's why it is the best out of 7. You're allowed to have a bad game, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, that's not who like I said, we'll see who gets seeded in the West. We'll see.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because they won't be playing the Thunder unless it's in the championship, like
right,
the actual, the Western Conference Championship.
right.
Because the Thunder's the number 1 seed. They're gonna play the 8th seed. Right now, the Lakers are 3rd. They're probably locked in the 3rd unless Denver and them switch.
Uh huh.
But but like I said, between 3 through 8 is very close gap. That could jump anytime.
And oh, okay, yeah. Well, because Denver is what, number 4 right now?
Yeah, they're right behind the Lakers. They're a
Right
game
behind the
behind the
Lakers.
Lakers.
Okay.
So that's what I mean. If the Lakers lose and Denver wins, now it flops.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So, right now, I like how it is right now because we'll see Lakers, Golden State. That'd be great.
Oh yeah.
But right now, the Lakers, Clippers, Golden State, Minnesota, and Memphis. All those teams have the same exact record.
Oh wow.
Yes. So we're talking 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all the same record.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So they're all tied, meaning we have to see by the end of the season which way it goes.
Yeah.
Right now, they're locked in. Like, the Clippers have beat the Warriors, so that's why they're ahead of them.
Right.
But the Warriors have beat Minnesota and Memphis. That's why they're ahead of them.
Yeah. Definitely.
But that's why all these games really count. Like the Warriors were the 5th seed, but they lost to Houston, remember?
Uh-huh.
So that's why they dropped to the 6th. So that's what I mean. All these teams are just locked in, bro. They're same exact record.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I believe, actually looking at it, there's exactly 3 games left. Does that sound right?
3 games. So whoever
3 games.
whoever wins the 3 games, then out of all the ones that are even, those are going to be the ones that are going to get placed like more like higher in the rankings, right?
Yeah, no. So if all those teams win out, it'll be exactly how it is right now.
No, yeah, definitely. But I doubt that all 4 teams are going to win the next 3 games.
Well, they're fighting for it, so we'll see. And if they do, it'll play out.
Who has the toughest out of those 4 teams?
Don't know.
You don't know?
I know the Warriors played their toughest part of the schedule. Like that.
Oh.
Remember, they had 4 of those games against all those teams above them.
Yeah.
So, so they didn't do bad. They beat Denver, they beat the Lakers, they lost to Houston. You know what I mean? So, but they beat. Remember, they beat Minnesota and Memphis, I believe, too. So
yeah.
It wasn't bad. They did good. They got themselves out of the playoff or the play-in tournament. So.
Right.
But like I said, all those teams are tied, so we'll see.
Who is in the play-in tournament right now? From
Minnesota, Memphis, Sac, and Dallas. I believe Phoenix, they big meltdown, bro. They've lost so many in a row now that they won't catch Dallas.
Damn.
I don't think they will. So
they're not even in the playoffs, right?
They will not make the playoffs.
Wow, that's crazy.
You will not see Durant, Booker, or Beal. Big. Just that's one of the biggest flops in history, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's such a talented freaking roster, and they can't make it to the playoffs. Like what?
Very embarrassing, dude. That's actually very embarrassing. Like
right.
To have someone like Booker and KD and Beal on the same team, and you can't even make the play-in tournament. That's a bust.
I'm sorry, but that to me means that coach is going to get fired. Mike, whatever his name is, his last name.
No, they just fired Vogel, dude. So that's a brand new coach.
Oh, okay.
That's
But
Budenholzer.
did he come in mid-season or did he come in like in the beginning of the
No,
season?
he came in the beginning. They got him from Milwaukee. Remember, he won a
Oh, yeah, I
championship with
remember that.
Giannis.
I remember that.
You can't fire him now. Why would you? Well, I mean, well, actually, they probably could, but why would you? I don't know.
Let me ask
I don't
you,
know.
what did when before they fired Vogel, was Vogel? Did they already have the team they have now, or
Yeah.
did they did?
hmm
Oh, okay. So then maybe the coach is off the hook for this one.
It's just hard managing, I guess. A KD, maybe.
Well,
I don't know. A
KD.
Booker. I don't
Well,
know.
like I was saying, because Booker and Mike Bulldozer, they already had kind of a fallout earlier in the season as
Yeah.
well. So,
Well, look at their record. They're 35 and 43 with all that talent. That's very embarrassing.
yeah, and we
Very
haven't
embarrassing.
heard anything like every time the Phoenix does play, it's always like Booker or Durant putting up points. But I've rarely been hearing any kind of like good news about Beal doing anything for that team as well. So
Because he doesn't fit in.
yeah, I guess not.
Sometimes, man, you could have all great players, but if you don't have chemistry, everyone needs to know their role,
Right.
unfortunately, and you need a coach for roles. And yeah, I think Budenholzer's just see, he had Giannis before, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is someone who he it's like, like he seems like a very not as ego, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not a
yeah.
big ego. He seems like he's very coachable, let's say. I don't know if you could really coach KD, man. Or even Booker. I don't know. Or
No,
B. I
sir.
don't know. Those are big egos right there, bro. Three of them.
Right.
So yeah, man. That's a big meltdown though. That's probably the biggest bust in history. That's probably worse than KD, Harden, and Kyrie. Remember they were supposed and like I feel like ever since KD left the Warriors, they've been KD just can't do it.
Exactly. And
You know what I mean?
right. And Inku Canal is saying they should have gotten a true point.
Yeah.
CP3 was there, but it just didn't work out.
Too old, man. He's
Yeah.
too old for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what they do need. They need leadership. It's just very ridiculous, man, to have that much talent and be that shit. That just proves the no, just that just proves the show, man. Like I said, you need the right pieces to fit. You know what I mean? Like I said, you need camaraderie. You need you need a leader.
Right.
Like I said, the other bus would have been like I said, KD, Harden, and Kyrie in Brooklyn. And then what happened when they played the Celtics? They got swept.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 4-0 in the playoffs, but at least they made the playoffs.
Right.
This team can't even they're not even making the playoffs. You got all that talent, you can't make the playoffs, bro. Look, come on, man. That's sad, bro.
I know.
I'm telling you, that's ridiculous. It sucks because I would love to see KD in the playoffs. Now we're gonna see Dallas, a team who, like I said, Kyrie, AD, they're both hurt. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And now we're gonna see them. You know what I mean? But whatever.
Yeah.
I would have loved to seen Phoenix get that A seed and then them play OKC like in the first round. That would have been great.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And do you know, is KD like hurt or something? Because this last game
No,
they just played against the Knicks, he didn't even play in that game, bro.
why would you?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, at this point, like,
They can't. They're done. They're mathematically done.
no, I know
Why would
that.
you play?
I mean,
That's what I mean. Remember, KD's been playing since 08, 09.
yeah,
I know
for
it's
me.
not an excuse, but it's like, what's he gonna do? Score all the points and then what? They'll lose.
Right.
It's like that's what I mean. Like I know he's a professional and all, but it's very, it takes a toll on you when you score points and then you can't win a game.
Yeah.
I mean, you get paid to do this. I get it, but these are big, big egos. Remember, especially KD. You know what I mean? Why did he leave Golden State? Draymond called him a bitch.
Yeah. I guess.
Need I say any more? I say any more?
I guess Draymond might have been right.
Yeah, and I like I said, man, I am mad at KD. I think KD is one of the best players I've ever seen.
Oh, for sure.
But he also, I think he needs someone like above him to
Yeah.
lead. That's
Yeah.
it.
He
You know,
needs
that's why he did. That's why he did great with Steph.
right.
Oh, that's Steph's team. Blah blah blah. All he had to do was come and just show out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So yeah,
Exactly.
man.
That game against the Knicks, bro, Devin Booker is the only one that like really did work. He put in 40 points. Bradley Beal only had 16 points, and you even had Grayson Allen right behind him at 15 points, bro. And those are the only like three guys that had double digits. Everybody else was single digits only, bro.
That's why they lost.
Yeah, that's crazy. But see, but Devin
Oh,
Booker, man, he shows up when he plays. He shows up, so you can't. I definitely would not blame Devin Booker. But
why would
at the same
anyone blame
time,
Devin Booker? Devin Booker is raw,
that's what I'm saying.
raw talent, raw talent.
At the same time, like you're saying though, is I got a feeling that they just had a big ego clash with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant with KD, just because they were both probably, you know what I mean, trying to be like the leading scorers, but it didn't work out that way.
Like I said, man, you need leadership, man.
Yeah,
You know, that's all it is. And then someone has to take a seat.
exactly.
Like when LeBron joined Dwayne Wade in Miami. You know, Dwayne Wade could have said, "Nah, I'm taking all the shit." He was like, "Nah, you know what? LeBron's a good player. You know, I'll concede. You know, I'll let Bron run this show. You know, I'll be here though to be his sidekick.
Yeah.
That's all."
And Inco Canal also says, "LOL. Yep, I don't know. It's something with KD always. Ha ha ha."
It is. It really is. I'm telling you. That's what I mean. KD got a big ass ego. He should have learned to shut his shit. And if he stayed with Golden State, bro, you would have seen a couple more championships. Easily. Easily. Because that lineup was fucking lethal. Do you remember that lineup?
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck, dude. Jesus, fuck. That was like, that lineup was so lethal that everyone talked about, damn, that could be the greatest team we've ever seen on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, remember playing 2K with them? Oh my God. That shit wasn't fair.
I know.
I know you remember that.
Oh, I
Fuck,
remember.
dude, that was ridiculous, bro.
I remember playing. I remember playing Henry in NBA 2K, and him. He's a Warriors fan, so he uses the Warriors against my Lakers, and he would always whip my ass. I'm like, bro,
Because it's not, dude, that lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lineup was a dude. Like, they talked about that lineup as being one of the best ever assembled. That shit was crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, if he just learned to just be second to Steph, he would have been fine. But he's got a big ego, bro.
Yeah, and then he left because he was like, watch, they're not going to win another championship without me. Like, ha ha ha.
And he did. Steph did. That's what I mean. Steph earned that championship in 2022 when they beat, the Celtics.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They beat a young Celtics team. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, the Warriors, that's why I see what they did was now they got Jimmy Butler. Obviously, he's not as good as Durant, but guess what? He's a two-way player, and he plays.
Right.
He doesn't really care. He plays. He plays hard. You know what I mean? And the Warriors have a better squad now than what they had.
I mean, you can't expect any more from Michael Jordan's son, bro.
You're stupid. Don't be putting that shit out there, bro. You're stupid. That's hella funny, though.
And you also got Inco Canal. He's saying, yep, that big four was insane. They just fit. You had playmakers, shooters, and Iggy off the bench was wild.
Yeah. I mean, the Iggy, imagine that. Iguodala off the bench with Sean Livingston.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fucking. They even had, dude, at a point they had Swaggy P off the bench.
Right.
Like, what the, that was crazy. Crazy ass lineup, man.
And then and even like a dude like Looney who like can freaking like injure his shoulder and still be playing and shit. Like remember he broke something like in the playoffs or something and he like still was playing. Like, yeah.
They had a lot of talent at that time, man.
Talent, chemistry, they had it all.
Everything.
And then Draymond Green kicking everybody in the balls. I mean, how better can you be? Sure.
That was kind of funny. I remember those times.
Yeah.
That was hella funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it is what it is, man. Any notable games for tomorrow for the NBA that you're gonna be watching?
I mean, the two games on TNT, I would say Celtics Knicks. That'll be cool. I don't know. I don't think the C's will be playing anyone because the Knicks are right behind them, but they're a few games behind. So if the Celtics, they'll probably stick to their their schedule of okay, these two will have the day off today.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll say Warriors Suns. That's on TNT right after.
Oh, okay.
because the Suns they're mathematically out. So if I'm the Warriors, hey, I'm gonna give these guys a rest. You know what I mean? There's only a couple games left. You know what I mean? But the Warriors will still, I believe, play their stars because they do need to win.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think they need a lot to beat the Suns. That's what I'm saying.
Right, right.
I think the Suns they're just I think they're packing it in.
I mean, like we said, you got freaking really one player doing anything right now. As long as they like double team
Exactly.
Hooker,
That's exactly. That's what I mean. Let everyone else shoot. Double team book. All right, cool.
that'd be good.
You know that the Lakers Thunder game. I believe the Thunder are going to blow them out. Why? Because I think the Lakers will rest their players.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. Yeah, because they're already like. I don't think the Lakers are going to go in there and be like, "Hey, let's go try and win again." You know, like I think they're going to rest their players. I don't think they're stupid enough to try and do that.
Right.
But hey, what do I know? I'm not coaching them. But if I'm JJ Redick, I'd want to rest my player. I just beat the Thunder, right? Why do I want to go there now and play them again real hard and risk an injury?
Right.
So, yeah, if I were them, I'd rest my players too. They're not on TNT, but that's another game maybe. Lakers Thunder.
What about your Celtics? You gonna watch them tomorrow?
Yeah, I told you they're on TNT.
Oh, that was one of the teams that you said. Okay.
Yeah, the TNT games. Celtics, Knicks, Warriors, Suns. Those are the two games that I would
watch. Show me the channels that they're playing on, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then is Timberwolves Bucks the TNT game or no?
No. So the two TNT games are Celtics, Knicks, Warriors, Suns.
Oh, okay. What do you think about Timberwolves Bucks? That might be a good game, right?
So the Wolves have to win. Why? All those teams are tied. Remember, they're one of the teams.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're trying. So if somehow the Warriors did lose, the Wolves would jump them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So they have to play to win.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, I think the Warriors win out. You know what I mean? Celtics, like I said, they're favored to win. I don't think they play all their players though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just like the Thunder against Lakers, I don't think the Lakers play all their players.
Right.
And the Warriors, like I said, they're playing a Suns team with, like you said, one prolific scorer. So I think I would rest a couple people too, but they have to win too as well.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Did you have any more trending topics for the NBA or no?
NBA. Let me see, man. There was it was Zach LaVine. Oh, just Jaylen Brown. That's it. He was talking some smack about Dylan Brooks, but no one likes Dylan Brooks.
Oh, okay. what was he saying though?
He was basically saying how Dylan Brooks just uses his trash talking to try to get in people's heads. He's like, he has no skill. He's not even any good. You know, he just does weird stuff and talks trash because he has no other part of a game.
Right. Right.
I believe it too. I mean, that is some people's gimmicks to get in people's heads. Dylan Brooks is that type of player. You know, I don't think he's anything special. I didn't think he was good at Oregon either when I saw him play.
Definitely.
So, I mean, Jaylen Brown's he's pretty good talent, man. So, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I mean, not a lot of people like Dylan Brooks anyway, but yeah, so I get it.
Yeah.
You know.
And Inco Canal says West is crazy, man.
It really is.
Yep. That's why it's really the wild west out here.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, like I said, man, that's why the road, you know, the path of it's a hard path there in the West, man. Big gauntlet.
Right.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, let's move on. And what about the MLB? What's going on in baseball?
We got one game right now, current, and that is the Padres and Athletics.
There we go.
The Padres are up 5-4, and they're playing, by the way, in SAC.
Oh, okay.
They're playing so that's the A's opener, by the way.
Yeah.
And they are winning, by the way. So, yeah, 5-4 Padres.
Let's go Padres.
And then the Tigers beat the Yankees 6-2. Pirates beat the Cardinals 8-4. The Nationals beat the Dodgers, good, 6-4. Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 6-2. Mets beat the Marlins 2-0. Royals beat the Twins 4-2. Cubs beat the Rangers 7-0.
Oh, wow.
Orioles beat the D-backs 5-1. Reds beat the Giants 2-0, and Mariners beat the Astros 4-3. Damn, Damn, that's crazy. So the Giants and Dodgers both lost.
Yeah.
That division was crazy because when I checked a couple days ago, they were all 8-1, 7-1, 7-1. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, now they're all. It's funny. The Giants are 8-2. They're the top, and then Padres are 8-2, and Dodgers are 9-3.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good division, bro.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm telling you, the Giants are they're gonna be a sleeper team, bro.
Yeah.
They're tired of they're rebuilding the right way. You know
Exactly.
why? Buster Posey.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So Buster Posey's rebuilding that team. Why? Because he was part of those championship teams. Remember?
Right.
So
Right.
he's building that team the way his teams were.
I know. I know.
And you could tell because of the way they play. They don't really have prolific stars. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
go out and get people like, okay, boom, boom. Like I said, chemistry, bro. You don't need the best of the best. You need someone to fit your team. Obviously, baseball is a different story,
Yeah. Of
right?
course.
But every sport, you don't need the best of the best. You need probably one great, and then, oh, these fit with the great, you know?
Exactly.
That's all it is.
And Inco Canal, going back to NBA, he does say, on that note, we always talk about Steph changing the game, but Draymond is historically underrated player ever. He might win again. Haha.
Well,
And
they ain't going to win again, but definitely Draymond definitely does a lot for that team. He does everything for that team.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? He does what people don't want to do, and he always has. He knows that's his game. You know
exactly,
what I mean? He
exactly.
does all the dirty work. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know that.
He has to because that's how he thrives. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and Inco also says, but hey, appreciate the podcast. Definitely enjoy it and appreciate it. Thanks for the chat, guys.
For
Thank you.
sure.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Appreciate you here.
Um, and that is all the MLB scores as
Yeah,
well.
that's all. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I didn't have anything trending with baseball, so
Okay.
we
So
can
let's
move
get
on.
in and see what the results were for Saturday's UFC. So for your main event, we had Josh Emmett, Lerone Murphy, and I actually watched that one. That was the only one I watched out of all those. But Lerone Murphy won 16-0. And Lerone, I never seen this guy fight, but man, Josh Emmett, it was a really good fight. I'm not gonna lie. Josh Emmett is like a really good power hitter. And even though it looked like Josh Emmett might have had it at some points. Lerone, just the way his stance was, the way that he was the more technical fighter out of both of them, and Lerone Murphy, he won the fight just because of the way like Josh Emmett kept coming in on him and wanting to fight like old school fight, but Lerone outsmarted him. Lerone Murphy used his wit to outsmart Josh Emmett, and Josh Emmett got so frustrated at the end, he was trying to call him into the center, and Lerone was kind of just like jumping around, not really trying to get hit because Josh Emmett is one of the hardest hitting featherweights out there. But yeah, so Lerone won by outsmarting Josh Emmett and making Josh Emmett really just frustrated with everything. Your co-main event, you had Pat Sabatini against Joe Anderson Brito. Pat Sabatini won that one. Your bantamweight, you had Cortavius Romius against Lee Chang Ho. Lee Chang Ho won that one, and that was a KO in round two. Brad Tavares against Gerald Meerschaert. That was a decision. In round three, you went to Brad Tavares. In your flyweight, you also had Ode Osborne against Luis Gurel, and Ode Osborne won that one. He also had a KO in round two. And then in your middleweight, you had Torres Finney against Robert Valentin, and Torres Finney won that one by decision. And that was round three as well. So, yeah, just kind of wanted to point that out for all my UFC people that like to watch the UFC over here on the show. And yeah, that is our sports news for the day. Let's move on and let's get into some Trump news that I got for you guys. Let me share the screen real quick over here. So basically, if you didn't know, Supreme Court, they're going to allow Trump to enforce the Alien Enemies Act for rapid deportations for now. They were trying to stop it at one point because they thought that Trump was illegally deporting a lot of people, but now it looks like the Supreme Court is siding with him. So it says right here, the unsigned decision in the case, one of the most closely watched emergency appeals pending at the Supreme Court. lets Trump invoke the 1798 law to speed removals while litigation over an act's use plays out in lower courts. The court stressed that going forward, people who are deported should receive notice they are subject to the act and an opportunity to have their removal reviewed by the federal court where they are being detained. The court's 3 liberal justices dissented from the decision, and Justice Amy Coney Barrett, a member of the court's conservative wing, partially dissented. Trump praised the decision in the Truth Social post, writing in all caps that it was a great day for justice in America. The Supreme Court has upheld the rule of law in our nation by allowing a president, whoever that may be, to be able to secure our borders and protect our families and our country itself, Trump wrote. Trump administrative officials, including Attorney General Pam Bondi and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, quickly applauded the decision, with Bondi describing it as a landmark victory for the rule of law. An activist judge in Washington, D.C. does not have the jurisdiction to seize control of President Trump's authority to conduct foreign policy and keep the American people safe, the Attorney General posted on social media. So, yeah, man, to me, that's good news, because literally, you have people trying to stop all these gangbangers and people that shouldn't even be here in the first place from, being here. And yeah, I mean, if there was an act that, even if it was from like the 1700s, but Trump used it, you know what I mean? And he did what he had to do. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't know. What do you think about that, Jay? Do you think that's a good thing?
I don't, like I said, President Trump does what he does. I don't have anything against what he does.
Yeah.
He seems to know what he's doing.
Exactly.
You know.
And moving on. We actually, this is kind of a good topic because we are watching a movie about extinction, and Jay has some good news about extinction to share with you.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, this goes along with my movie of the day because I was watching the video today of what's trending, and I've also been watching. You've never seen Game of Thrones,
but I started watching it, bro.
Oh, you started?
I'm on episode like 5 right now. I'm like, I can't get enough, bro.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, bro. So, yeah, it's been what they do is each weekend they've been showing it, like they'll show one season a day.
Yeah.
And so I've been catching it, and the Stark family, their kind of mascot is the direwolf.
Uh-huh. Oh,
and what
okay, did they? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So if you remember in the first season, they found 5 direwolves for each kid.
Exactly.
Even the bastard Jon Snow.
Well, they killed one of the wolves, but
yeah, I know it's some bull. I don't even want to talk about it. It really makes me mad that bull even happened. Fucking bullshit.
I was telling my wife, hey, Jeff was right. There's a lot of sexy time in this.
Oh, and dude, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh yeah.
You haven't seen nothing yet.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see a dragon, bro. Like all those, they have those 3 dragon eggs in the.
That's what I mean. That they're not even grown yet.
I know.
They're little. Wait till season 5.
Yeah.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait a while here.
Okay.
You'll see them. You'll see them make appearances, but they'll get bigger and bigger. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy. Best series I've ever seen.
I was even surprised that Jason Momoa was in that, bro. I was like, holy shit, Jason Momoa's in this thing? Like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was leader of the. I forgot the name, dude.
Something Darthnox or some kind of name like that. Like,
Dothraki. That's what it is.
There you go.
Yeah, he was the leader of the Dothraki. But yeah, best series I've ever seen, man. I'm glad you're watching it. Trust me. First season tells a lot of the history, but then as you get season 2, season 3, season 4, it just gets better and better and better.
I know that whole like edge of the world of that wall. That shit like tripped me out too, bro. Like that wall,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they need the ice wall because you have no idea what's coming.
That's like some Antarctica shit, dog.
Yeah. Well, you have no idea what's coming. That wall was built for a certain reason.
Got you. The winter.
And exactly, winter is coming. You'll see what. Oh, they only reveal a little bit in the first episode, if you remember.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you don't even know what that is. That comes later, way later.
Yeah, that shit was trippy, bro. That shit was hella trippy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You'll see all about that in like 2 more seasons.
Got you.
But yeah. So the dire wolf, we haven't had a dire wolf since over 10,000 years ago, bro. And what did they do? They went Jurassic Park on him, bro. So Yeah, they brought them back. You know, obviously they're genetically modified and stuff, but I heard I saw the video and I was like, oh my God, we have dire wolves here, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I was like, no fucking way, dude. Like straight Jurassic Park life, bro. I was like, they really, I was crazy. It was crazy to me, bro. You know what I mean? That they were able to just reconstruct it, from, we're talking, DNA from over 10,000 years ago, man.
Do you know the difference between a dire wolf and a regular wolf? Are they like same
I
size or
don't.
stuff?
From what I've seen in Game of Thrones and what I've seen just in like videos, dire wolves are huge, bro.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think they're like bigger than regular wolves.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know. I don't know the exact the difference between them, but I just know that they're big. They get really big. Obviously, we have little ones now too, right here. You know what I mean?
What?
So it's
Where
just
did they? Where did they like bring them back to? Like, what state are they in right now? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
None of that was said on there, man. But I saw the video of the guy holding them, and you can hear him like howling, and I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
Romulus and Remus, that's their names.
Sounds like Game of Thrones names.
I know, right? It's so I think it's awesome, man. I'm a big animal thing, and I'm an animal person, man. I'm like, holy shit! The
Yeah.
fact that they were able to do that, I'm all for it, dude. And then it even sparked another one of my trends with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, so he saw that, right?
Uh-huh.
And he commented on it. He's like, hey, man, can we bring back miniature woolly mammoths? Like for a pet, though.
Right.
Like a pet
Yeah,
woolly mammoth. I was like, bro, he was killing them with that. It's funny because in the pictures they show the dire wolves in the Game of Thrones, the throne.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know if they've showed that yet in the first season. I can't
I
remember,
think they
but
have.
there's
They
okay.
have.
Yeah, so that throne, they put the two dire wolves in that.
Nice.
So what they did, the funny part is that you're watching this now. When they had Game of Thrones actually playing every year,
Uh-huh.
they put certain thrones around the world, like just for people, just to surprise people.
Got you.
And like, hey, if you go see this, blah 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 blah, they used to have little things there. It was like crazy.
I told you I'm super behind, bro. Like I didn't even realize that Game of Thrones, the first season came out in 2011. I was like,
I
damn,
told you this.
I'm hella like behind on this shit.
Yeah, and it lasted 8 years, bro. So that's what I mean. It had runs like Breaking Bad, like Sons of Anarchy. Like, remember, like Sons of Anarchy was like 05 to 2012 or something. Breaking Bad was like what, 07 to like 15. I don't remember. But Game of Thrones came right after and it was like 2011 to damn near 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like next level stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Were you? I'm sure you were kind of feeling when you were watching it. You must have been feeling Jason Momoa's wife.
Oh, Daenerys?
Yeah.
You're funny, bro. I mean, the Dragon Queen's cool. She does her thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one thing about Game of Thrones is that they use definitely some excellent looking females.
No, definitely.
Between Daenerys, between Sansa, Queen Cersei, even House. What was the other house? I can't remember. She's in the next season coming up. House Tyrell. It was House Tyrell. The girl they used there. They're all excellent looking females. Beautiful. Yeah.
I was pretty surprised too how her brother, like how he had so much control over her, and then I don't know if like it almost looked like he was like having sexy time with her type thing in the beginning because he like undressed her like in the very first when they first
a lot of stuff reveals themselves later on. You'll see.
Okay. But it's cool.
But
it's
yeah.
cool how she took control and she literally took that of I'm the queen of of this dark Iraqis or whatever you call them, and now she's taking that role and she's like really overpowering the brother. You know what I mean?
Well, she's learning. She's learning. She's a kid, remember? And her family was the one that screwed everything up. You'll learn that as you go. Her family. So that the new series that came out, House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
That's about her family.
Yeah.
So it's about her family, you know,
Oh, House of
because
Dragons. That's why it's called that. I got you.
exactly. So it's only about her family,
Got you.
like the whole history of it. Because remember, they were ruling everything until her family, like she was related to the Mad King.
Uh-huh.
So if you saw House Lannister, you know, Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer,
Yeah.
he was the guy who killed her family.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he killed, yeah, he that's why he's called the Kingslayer,
Oh, okay.
because he was supposed to protect the king and he ended up killing him.
Yeah, yeah,
But that was her family who was running everything.
yeah.
You'll see all that down the road. You'll understand the history. I'm
That,
giving you too much right now.
no, no. Hey, but that was super screwed up too. How they like just pushed that little boy out the window. You know, the other kings, the Starks,
Yeah.
the King Stark's son.
Yeah. Well, he
That was,
had, that's what I mean. No remorse. He was
yeah,
like, the things I do for love, kill.
yeah. It's like nothing,
I
bro.
remember.
Like, oh, dude, that show's terrible.
Well, because he, and you know, and I mean, but think about what you just asked me about Daenerys. Think about that. You just saw a brother and sister doing some weird stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember, that's brother and sister.
Yeah, that sounds. That shit confuses
Exactly.
me, bro. I'm just like, what the
No,
hell's going
yeah, it's not about confusing. It's about how they, yeah, you'll understand that it's a relevant thing throughout all the stuff.
on? Okay, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we won't get, I don't want to give too much away because there's a lot of surprises coming.
Got you, got you.
Yeah, man. But I'm glad you're watching it, bro. I've been telling you that's the best series I've ever seen.
I
Like,
know.
and I'm pretty picky about my series, you know what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean?
Well,
But without a doubt, yeah,
I'm literally watching it off of your recommendation. That's how I convinced my
yeah.
wife. Like
You won't
everybody in Jeff is saying is good. Let's
yeah.
do it.
Bro, you won't once you finish season one, you'll want to watch every season. Like
Right,
because season one was amazing, but the other seasons I believe are even better.
right.
You know, until all the way till they killed it off because the damn writers had to go write for Star Wars. So
Uh-huh.
the like I said, the last season, I wouldn't even, you're gonna watch it, but I would totally be like, it's annoying what they did because they just wanted to end it.
Yeah, I know. I know. I heard about that.
Screwed up. Very screwed up. Yeah, it was very stupid. But they redeemed themselves. Redemption with the House of the Dragon.
Right,
You know what I mean? So
right.
yeah, man.
And about these wolves, who do you, like? I'm just kind of like, it always trips me out when they do stuff like this because it's like, who gave birth to them? Like, did they put it into like like a regular wolf? That like that's what I don't understand. Do you know?
I I really don't know. I don't know how that stuff works, man. I'm not a scientist, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it said they use genetic edits derived from direwolf genomes, you know, constructed by colossal from ancient DNA found in fossils. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I don't know. I have no idea how it even works
I'm kind
because
of
I like, yeah,
I'm kind of reading the article right here itself, and it says that
yeah,
99.9% of their genome or their genes, it's
yeah,
actually a gray wolf. But so they're saying there's going to be an argument in the scientific community regarding how many genes need to be changed to make a dire wolf. But this is really a philosophical question. So basically, they're saying that most of the genes are coming from a gray wolf, 99.9%.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Um, I think they're just saying that because they don't want people to be like I said, this is Jurassic Park, bro.
Right.
If you can do that, you can bring back anything.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean? This is from ancient DNA found in fossils. That's why I believe they say that because I believe they can make anything they want.
right.
I believe they could clone human beings.
Oh yeah,
So
we
that's what
talked about that one.
that's what I'm saying. So what makes you think they can't do this?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can do any animal they want, bro. Whatever they want to bring back easily.
And I did have a like I was wondering, and this is kind of answering my question too, because I was wondering like, what are they going to do? Are they going to like leave or start making them and releasing them in the wild? And then this article,
No.
the article that you have, it actually says here that in states like Montana, we are currently having trouble keeping a healthy population of even gray wolves on the land in the
Yeah.
face of difficult political opposition. It is hard to imagine dire wolves ever being released and taking up an ecological role. So, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I don't
They're,
think they will.
yeah, I think they're trying to
They're gonna
push.
be on an island, bro.
Huh?
They'll be on an island. This is Jurassic Park.
Oh, you
That's
think
all
they're
it
going to
is.
come on an island?
Yeah, I think they're gonna have an island. I actually already think they have an island. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to know my theory, but
Could
yeah.
be. Could be.
I believe. You ever heard of Sentinel Island?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard of that?
I heard of it, yeah. I don't know what it's about, but I heard of it.
So no one's allowed to go there
Okay.
because it's populated by people who don't even know that this part of the world exists. Meaning,
Gotcha.
like, there's no kind of tech there. It's owned by, I forgot what government, but you're not even allowed to go there because the Sentinels will kill you if you even show up on shore.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
Yeah,
I believe I believe they already have animals there.
yeah.
I believe they live with them
Got you.
because no one's allowed there. You're not even allowed to go there because if you go there, they can kill you.
Yeah.
Like they'll kill you literally,
Yeah.
and that's okay. That's because they're not a part of any part of the world.
Right.
They're the only like that's the only part of the world, or our world, that you can, they're left alone.
Yeah.
But I believe there's more to that. That's what I mean. I believe
Yeah,
there's a
because
lot more to that.
any government that really wanted to could have bring some like a couple 100,000 troops with them, and then they would
Exactly, and just kill. Exactly, just oh yeah, we'll just let them there because they're a part of the old whatever. They don't which I get, but it's like, okay, what else is there?
Yeah,
Can you tell me?
if they really cared that much, they would be leaving alone all the tribes that are in the Amazons and all this other stuff too, but they don't.
That's what I mean. So I believe we already have a certain part of, like, I don't know necessarily dinosaurs, but animals that we don't know about.
Right.
Like, just explore the oceans. Go explore the oceans. There's plenty of things in the ocean that we know nothing about.
No, I know.
Nothing.
I know.
That's what I'm saying, though, man. But the DNA thing, easy to construct, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's Jurassic Park, bro. You know what
Right.
movies tell us. Movies always bring out the truth.
That's true.
That's a fact.
All right. Well, that is our Jurassic Park news. With
Hell yeah,
dire
bro.
wolves being created, and so
Fucking
Jurassic
dope.
Park / Game of Thrones news.
Right?
But
I've been catching the episodes, some of them too, and each season, I told you they do one season a day. I have the whole Game of Thrones thing right there, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have every season right there.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I've been catching, like, so I told you they do one season a day on HBO. Usually starts at 5 a.m., ends at 2 p.m. So I've been catching a couple episodes here and there, and I'm like, I could literally binge that whole thing and watch every episode because I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
Right.
It's crazy. Right. It's fucking crazy, man.
Don't worry, I'm here to remind you.
Exactly,
I just started watching it.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad for you, man. It's like I said, it doesn't get much better.
I know. I really, the one guy I really admire so far, and with the first 6 episodes I'm in, is the midget dude, the dwarf,
Lord Tyrion.
Yeah, because he's very even though he kind of has an attitude and he's kind of ego, but at the same time, he's very he's down to earth, you know what I mean. And
he actually plays one of the best roles in that whole season.
I'm sure. And I
just Lord Tyrion is very smart, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. I just finished the part where basically the other queen from the Starks she was at the bar and she called all the people in the bar to arrest him or whatever, because,
yeah, I know.
So that's where I'm at right now, exactly.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Lord Tyrion plays a great role, bro. He's actually really smart.
And he's a hornball. He loves the sexy time.
Well, yeah. He's at every whorehouse possible.
I know, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on before we start talking about the wrong movie. We're supposed to be talking about Jurassic Park, and we're already talking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, I only threw on Jurassic World because of my I only threw that on because of the direwolves.
See, you should have just turned on the first season of Game of Thrones then.
Well, I wouldn't shoot if I threw on Game of Thrones. I wouldn't have thrown on the first season. I would have thrown on something because the thing about the first season, like I said, it's history.
Yeah.
My favorite parts of Game of Thrones are war.
Okay.
When they have war, bro, holy shit, it's fucking wow.
Yeah, haven't gotten there yet. Haven't gotten there.
No,
yet.
you're not gonna get there for a minute.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, you got a couple seasons still.
Okay.
But when war starts, because there's gonna be a few different wars, and dude, we're talking about all out warfare, bro.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you'll some of them have a whole goddamn episode of
Yeah.
war.
Okay.
It's fucking intense.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's some awesome stuff, bro. Like I said, it's crazy. And then, like you said, like you were talking about dragons. Oh Jesus, when
Yeah.
those things are fully grown, oh man,
Yeah.
imagine trying to battle that. That's all I'll leave it at.
I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, man. That like I said, you got like 4 or 5 seasons to wait for that
Yeah,
though. But
exactly.
yeah, but yeah,
Um,
Jurassic World. That's what I'm watching. Just to
definitely.
let you know.
And yeah, we'll get into that right after this last
Oh,
trending
I know.
topic. So yeah, let's get into this trending topic. And I just wanted to share with you guys that Lowe's, if you guys know the Lowe's stores, all the home the home improvement stores, they're about to close all their stores, 1,700 locations for 24 hours. And if you're asking why, the reason is because they're doing it as an effort to show appreciation for its workers, continued dedication to serving customers. So
Huh?
yeah, so to screw all the customers, they're going to close all their stores to show the appreciation to the workers.
For one
But
day. That's it.
huh?
For one day.
Yeah, just one day, 24 hours.
Huh?
Yeah.
Weird.
So it says right here, I guess like the VP or something of Lowe's is saying, I'm extremely proud of the commitment of our 300,000 associates who support our communities while providing excellent customer service, not only spring but all year round. That's from Marvin Ellison, Lowe's chairman and CEO. In recognition of our team's continued hard work, we are pleased to provide a well-deserved day off so they can spend Easter with their loved ones. Lowe's has closed
Oh,
on Easter for the last 4 years, according to the company. Lowe's joins
got
the
it.
ranks of other major chains like Target, Costco, Sam's Club, Best Buy, and Aldi, and closing for the day. So yeah, that's why they're doing it for
Oh,
Easter.
well, that's not. I would have automatically assumed they were closed on Easter. Okay.
Yeah, no, they're just
So it's
doing
not like they're
this
it's
before
not
they
like
want.
they're just picking a random day. It's Easter.
Yeah, for
That's
Easter.
why.
So they're trying to
They're
say,
yeah,
yeah,
they're trying to market it like, oh, we care about our employees. Get out of here.
exactly.
Get out of here, bro.
A lot of both.
Hella funny. Trying to market it like I thought it was like, oh shit, they're just gonna take one day. Okay, I see you, dude. It's Easter. Stop playing games.
I know, I know.
Hella playing games, man.
And last trending topic I got for you guys, I just wanted to talk about the markets a little bit, the stock market. So let me pull that up for you guys because it's been kind of hectic.
Do
Nothing
that
that
really quick.
nothing that me and Jay really worried about, and like we were talking about earlier. But for all our stock people out here, extreme volatility sends U.S. stocks on a roller coaster ride as Wall Street is rattled by tariffs. It says that markets around the world had tumbled earlier in the day over concerns about how Trump's sweeping tariffs might upend the global economy and economic growth. U.S. stocks opened the day in bear market territory, but surged an hour later on rumors that the Trump administration may pause tariffs, perhaps for several months. That rumor turned out to be just a rumor. A White House official called in a suggestion that Trump could pause tariffs fake news. And despite signs that some trading partners, including the EU, might be willing to negotiate with Trump, the president dashed those hopes when he said he could slap another 50% tariff on China. And just like that, the Dow, which had risen nearly 900 points, was back down once again. After a roller coaster day, the Dow closed lower by 349 points. The S&P 500 fell 0.23%. The Nasdaq Composite was 0.1% higher after fluctuating between gains and losses. Wall Street's fear gauge, the Caboe Vitality Index, or VIX, on Monday closed at the highest level since the COVID pandemic. As investors fretted over the market's next move, the VIX surpassed the intraday level of 50 points midday Monday, a rare level associated with extreme volatility. So yeah, we knew this was happening. We've been talking the last few weeks about this, that if Trump is going to keep having tariff talks and these things are going to keep going up, then we're going to have this kind of roller coaster ride. But nothing to fear, guys. This is the time you actually want to buy. We always talk about that. You buy when everybody's in extreme fear. So yeah, just don't be scared about it. And shout out to the 40 people watching, by the way. Thank you guys for being here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so we can share this alpha with you guys every day, Monday to Friday. And let's get into Jay's movie of the day, and that's Jurassic Park that we're watching right now.
Jurassic World, actually.
Jurassic World, okay.
Yeah, I have Jurassic Park. I just I don't know which case it was in, so I told myself whichever one I find first, I'm just gonna put on. And because I remember I did Jurassic World before, but not this one. It was Jurassic World Dominion.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was the one where Jurassic World met Jurassic Park. You know, all the actors.
Yeah.
This one was the first one right after Jurassic Park, like all three of those. So this is Jurassic World, the first one.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent film.
What is it about?
It's basically you have a world, you know, where you have the dinosaurs, you basically had Jurassic Park, and then they made it, into a world like an island. You know what I mean? And then they tried to make it tourist attractions where people will come tour and see all the different species.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden they created their own species, like similar right here, right? The direwolf, right? Except they created their own species, like a big one. And then what happened? They used different genetics from different dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
Except the one they created, they can't control now. It's killing everything, meaning killing all the other dinosaurs and killing anything it sees.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
now their job now, look, see all that? That's all tourists at this place.
All bad.
Yeah, all bad. So they have the creature that they created on the loose that, like I said, they put many different genetics together, and it's really smart. But it's also, you can't control it.
Yeah.
And now their job is to try and take it down because it's killing everything. And now you have all these tourists on the island, like, what's going on? You know?
Right.
But yeah, man, it's I just wanted to put on one of these films just because of what we just saw with the direwolf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit, man. Imagine if we had dinosaurs, man. Like I said, I still feel like there are some out there, but we just don't know about it. No, but that's what I mean. Well, yeah. Well, you're just talking about like birds and everything we see, and alligators, right? Yeah, obviously.
Exactly. And turtles.
But like I'm talking about, I know. Oh yeah, of course. They live hundreds of years. Hundreds. They outlive us. But I'm saying like the big bigs. I'm talking about the big bigs.
I think I told you this before, but the one bird that to me like really represents dinosaur, bro, are the pelicans. Pelicans look like freaking dinosaurs, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Crazy.
But yeah, so yeah, one of my I love this whole series, bro. The first Jurassic Parks and then the Jurassic Worlds. I love it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I never seen Jurassic World. I only seen Jurassic Park.
No, I would like, I'd be one of those people that like would heavily invest in it. For sure. I'd be one of those people on the side investing, like, and I want to go see everything. Yeah, my investment. Sure. You know what I mean? I'll be like, hell yeah. I'd be one of those people, bro, because man, it's dope. I love it.
What do you rate that movie, Jurassic World?
This one, Jurassic World, 9.7.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you taking the 0.3 points off of? For what reason?
Certain little parts, just a couple little parts. They're very, very seldom. Not a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I believe they followed it up better with Fallen Kingdom, the second one.
Oh, okay.
And then, like I said, I even like the Dominion one where they merged Jurassic World and Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's why I said that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. But there was a couple parts in here where I was just like, but for the most part, definitely high nines because I love the series.
Right.
But like I said, I'm one of those animal people. So
definitely.
You know what I mean? I really want the fact that they did this with the direwolf. I'm like, dude, like I'm like Elon, bro. Come on, bring back some other stuff, man. Please,
right?
Come on, man. I want to see it. You know what I mean? Like I'm all for it.
Right.
I'm definitely all for it, bro. Because, like I said, animals to me, like, oh, that's awesome, dude.
I know.
You know how many things they found? I guarantee you in like Russia and like Antarctica and all those places that they're frozen.
Right.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. I bet you. Oh man, I bet you. There's a lot of things we don't know about that they have that they could just take the damn DNA and just make a brand new one. Oh man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, but I'm all for that stuff, bro.
And let me ask you what because that movie is, yeah, it's like all about DNA and like doing the
Yeah.
the redoing of it and stuff. So
Yeah.
are they are the Jurassic people from the first Jurassic Park? So you're saying that they're in that movie or they're not in that movie?
No, they're in the third one of this one.
Oh, in the
So
third.
what they did was Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and then Jurassic World Dominion. They're in number 3, where they
Okay.
merged those people from Jurassic Park. They put them in part 3 of this series.
Oh,
Pretty,
okay.
yeah. And it's like, oh damn, they're from Jurassic Park, and they merged together.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
So in this one, all they showed was the Jurassic Park like Jeeps,
Oh,
like
okay.
from the front. Yeah, that's all. That was all in this one. But that's what I mean. They ended up bringing them in the third one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, awesome series, bro. Awesome series. But like I said, I'm all for that stuff. If they had tourist attractions, I'd be one of the first people there. I'd be like, I am rolling. I gotta see this with my eyes, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I believe they still have them out there in random places. But
I'm sure.
man, it'd be so cool to have like an island like this. I wouldn't even care if it went chaotic.
Really.
Oh, it'd be crazy, man. It'd be dope.
What do you who are we doing it on? Chris Pratt?
No, we did that last time.
Oh, okay.
Remember? I think
What do
we
you
do let's do Bryce.
Okay, we'll do Bryce.
Might as well. She because we did Chris Pratt last time. I remember when I had it on.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? I think we do Bryce Dallas Howard. She's in hella movies anyway.
Yeah, definitely. So,
You know what I mean?
so Bryce Dallas Howard, what is your favorite movie of hers?
I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go with Spider-Man
Spider-Man? Okay.
Part 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Spider-Man 3. You know, that's the one with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Obviously, I liked her in these, but I like her in that movie for sure.
Right.
Yeah, Part 3, because that was yeah, for sure.
And
That's what I'll go with.
And underrated movie of hers? What would you say is that one?
Underrated. I'm gonna go like this. I know it's probably not underrated, but I didn't watch all of them, but I know a lot of people did. She was in the Twilight series.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was one of the vampires.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I'll go with that one just because, like I said, she wasn't a main character, but she was one of the vampires in it, and
Yeah, definitely.
I saw a little, and I thought she played a good role in it. So, yeah, so I'll go with that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, I would say my favorite movie of hers, I would say, is probably The Village.
She was in The Village?
Yeah.
I don't even. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even remember her in The Village. I haven't seen that in hella long.
I know. That was a good movie too. She was Ivy Walker in The Village.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So
M. Night Shyamalan, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then as far as underrated of hers, I guess I can. You probably haven't seen this one. I'm pretty sure you haven't. But Terminator Salvation.
Oh, I've seen that with
Oh,
Christian
you did?
Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Christian Bale. Yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? I've seen all the Terminators.
I didn't know. I thought you.
Yeah, I actually thought. Yeah, I actually saw. Yeah, I saw that because, dude, it's all the Terminators.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good series, man.
Yep.
Think about Terminator. Came out in '84, right?
Yeah.
We're living that right now.
Oh, I know.
You see the robots are coming.
Yeah, definitely.
We're living that right now. Wait till the robots learn their own language. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it wasn't as
crazy.
underrated as I thought it would be, but yeah, I guess that To me,
Oh,
I guess.
it's a great movie. No, it's underrated because I forgot she was in it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
Another really notable movie that I was kind of going off between to say was A Beautiful Mind, because she was in that one as well with Russell Crowe. That was a pretty
I
good
don't
movie.
remember that. I don't remember her in that.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's a good one too.
You know how women are always able to like disguise themselves so well from movie to movie where you won't even notice them sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I don't even remember her in that.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I know this is not even part of the movies we're talking about, but I was just wondering, have you seen the trailer for the Accountant 2?
No,
Oh, you haven't? Okay. Okay.
I seen the accountant one with Ben Affleck, right?
Ben Affleck, yeah. So he's there,
Yeah.
but you knew did you know he's making the new one?
No.
Oh, you didn't
So
know.
that no, it's
Because
interesting.
and then number two, he's bringing his brother with him this time, and it's your boy. Your boy's going to be his brother,
Who?
John Bernthal,
Who?
John Bernthal, the dude that also played in Sicario, the dude that was the crooked Phoenix Police.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah. So he's
Oh,
going to
so I
be.
didn't even know they were making a part two. Oh, that's crazy.
I know. I just thought about it right now just to tell you. I don't know why.
That's a trip. Yeah, that's a trip. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Exactly.
That'll
And
be a good one.
yeah, and we got Alyssa. She's saying also The Help for
But what?
for the movie The Help that she was in Dallas.
The help? That's what it's called?
The Help.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that's what it's called. The help?
I think so. Yeah,
Never seen it. Wow.
she said that she was gonna say that one as well.
The help. Damn, I don't even know that one. The help?
Yeah,
Wow.
The Help.
That's something I have not seen.
No,
No. Interesting.
The Help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never seen it.
it's a 2011 movie with her in it. That one was about 1960s Mississippi Southern society girl Emma Stone returns from college with dreams of being a writer. She turns her small town on its ear by choosing to interview the black women who have spent their lives taking care of prominent white families.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, I never heard of it. Wow.
yeah. She's in it though. I did check. She is in
Got it.
it.
I believe it. I don't doubt it.
Yep.
Thank you
All
for
right.
chiming in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Haven't heard from you in a while. I was kind of wondering where you went. It's good to hear from you. And that is our movie of the day. Shout out to the 39 people watching. Let's get into the crypto news. Let's see what is going on in crypto since we just did some stock news. Let's see what if these markets are reacting the same as stocks. All right, guys. So for crypto, we got Bitcoin right now. It is sitting at 80,042. So it's been going up 4.13% in the last 24 hours. And then you have Ethereum, your largest altcoin. It is at 1,594. It is up 3.15% in the last 24 hours. Your fear and greed index is at 19. It's right at that cusp, or maybe already in the red. So it is the lowest that it has been ever since we've been ever since Trump has been in office. Basically, it's hit this kind of like really low fear. Your global crypto market cap as a whole is sitting at 2.54 trillion. It's up 1.73% over the last 24 hours. Your top 5 trending coins. Number 1 is Bitcoin. Number 2 is Coles, COLS. That one is up 7%. Number 3 is Ethereum. Number 4 is XRP, which is up 6%. Number 5 is Solana, which is up 9%. And as far as your top 5 gainers of the day, number 1, we got Snow Leopard. That one is up 3,119%. Number 2 is MSTR. That one is up 975%. Number 3 is Harris Dogs. That one is up 488%. Number 4 is Angola. That one is up 481%. And number 5 is Trump MAGA. That one is up 482%. Let me see if there's any notable mentions I can say. We got Retard Finder Coin, number 22. That one is up 76%. And besides that one, Fart Boy, number 31. That one is up 53%. Number 36, we got Dick Butt. That one is up 52%. And Titcoin, number 47. That one is up 40%. Number 48, we got Based Fart Coin. That one is up 40%. And anything else? Farting Unicorn or FU, better yet. That's number 54. That's 39% up right now. And I think that's, I guess one last one. We got Retardio. That one is up 33%. And yeah, that is our crazy, crazy meme coins that are all up right now. So yeah, man. I'm surprised. I haven't seen Cat X, my favorite coin, up in there at all for a minute now. I don't know what happened to them. That one was going up and up for a minute, and then it was always like one of the 5 top trending, top 5 gainers actually. But I don't even see it in the top 100. So who knows what happened to that one? But hey, I really probably will invest in that one just because it's not in the top 5 gainers. And yeah, like we're saying, guys, don't worry, don't panic, don't sell. This is the time to buy. So if you guys want to see extreme wealth in your guys' lifetime, you want to buy right now because these coins are not going to be lasting at these prices. Bitcoin is so underpriced right now. I can't even believe it that it fell to like 79 where it was a second ago. But even if you look at the charts of Bitcoin, it's already going back up. There's just way too much buying pressure on Bitcoin to be staying at $78,000 levels. And I've showed you guys in past shows that I actually expected it to get to this point and not go much lower because if you look at every single bull run that we had, every single bull run, it always dipped down to pretty much these levels before it started rising up like crazy again. So this is not even a Trump thing and a tariff thing. This is historically has been happening. At least with crypto, not stocks so much as crypto. But even stocks, if you look at the historical charts, they're not as low. They haven't crashed as much as they have before in the past. So that is our crypto news. And let us move on to some weather news for you guys. I definitely want to show you guys what tomorrow's weather is going to be like all across the nation and just kind of give you, a little heads up so you can dress accordingly. Let me pull up the maps for that one. So your coldest spot tomorrow, it looks like it's going to be Caribou, Maine. It's going to be snowing and 41 degrees only. And your hottest spot for tomorrow, it looks like it's going to be Phoenix, 92 degrees and sunny. Going from west coast to east, where we're at in San Francisco, it's going to be 63, partly cloudy. LA, San Diego, it's going to be 79, partly cloudy. And then you got Seattle, it's going to be raining, 53 degrees. Then you got Salt Lake City, it's going to be partly cloudy at 68. Las Vegas, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 88. Then we also have Billings, Montana. You guys are going to be, it's going to be partly cloudy with rain, 64 degrees. Denver, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 74. Albuquerque, 505 with my boy DTW is going to be sunny at 77. Then we got Kansas City. You guys are going to be partly cloudy at 64. Oklahoma City, you guys are going to be sunny at 76. While Dallas, you guys are going to be sunny at 76 as well. Houston, you guys are also going to be sunny at 76. And San Antonio, you guys are going to be sunny at 81 degrees. Minneapolis, you guys are going to be sunny at 50 degrees only. Chicago, you guys are going to be pretty cold. It's going to be sunny at 41 degrees. Detroit, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 41 degrees. Cincinnati, you guys are going to be at 47 degrees and sunny. And then St. Louis, you guys are going to be at 54 and sunny. Memphis, 57 and sunny. New Orleans, you guys are going to be 72 and sunny. Miami tomorrow, thunderstorms, 82 degrees and thunderstorms. Tampa, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 72. And Jacksonville, you guys are going to be cloudy at 75. Atlanta, you guys are going to be sunny at 61. Charlotte, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 63. Washington, D.C., you guys are going to be windy at 49. Buffalo, New York, you guys are going to be windy at 34. New York City, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 45. And Boston, you guys are going to be raining at 43 for your average day high for April 8th. And yeah, that is our weather for tomorrow. Let's move on and let us give you tomorrow's horoscopes. We definitely like to kind of guide you throughout your day. So let me go through you guys' horoscopes. We always start off with the first house of the zodiac. This is for April 8th. and that is going to be my sign, Aries. You guys, tomorrow, Aries, you will face a major transition tomorrow, either by moving closer to a group you belong to or by finding a community that matches your spiritual and metaphysical outlook. You should carefully assess each possibility because this transitional time needs realistic choices from you. Your intuition guides you, but you should take measured steps that maintain logical purpose. A transformative change approaches you because the universe stands behind your path. Now we got our Taurus. Your family members, together with your neighbors and your closest friends, will share supportive conversations during the upcoming day. A casual gathering both brings new friendships with interesting conversations while leading to mental exhaustion from information overload. Keep a record of the essential information to improve your memory retention. The dialogue should guide you naturally, yet protect you from becoming drowned in excessive noise. Time spent in silence will enable you to understand all that has occurred. Gemini, you will encounter favorable professional circumstances tomorrow as long as you work with communication platforms or in education, publishing, or media sectors. Financial benefits and access to intriguing professional connections could arrive as part of your improved professional circumstances. Act proactively to seize all the upcoming prospects that come your way. The combination of confidence and clarity will support your professional growth because you possess the skills needed to succeed. Cancer, a promising journey awaits you tomorrow, possibly leading you to visit a sacred spiritual place. Traveling with friends becomes a possibility as you contemplate visiting destinations. The upcoming trip provides unexpected learning, which will transform your view of things. So begin your preparations today and embark on this adventure. The universe leads you towards location, which will result in both personal development and transformation. Leo, which is J sign. Spiritual or psychic revelations may occur through clear dreams or visions during the upcoming day. The images and messages you get tomorrow should be taken seriously since they might be divine communications. Devote time to studying your visions since they will reveal essential knowledge, both about yourself and the world. Trust in the messages which are presented to you because they will lead you toward achieving deeper understanding and inner clarity. That's kind of deep, huh, Jay?
Oh yeah.
Now we got our Virgo. Your romantic life will experience deep emotional connections during the coming day. Single individuals might discover their perfect match during this period. Your established relationship will experience substantial growth in both emotional and spiritual bonds when you are already in a relationship. Make the most of this time by working on better communication while improving your bond with others. The energy surrounding you will create an atmosphere of intimacy and closeness. Thus, you should seize every chance to build solid trust relations with important people. Now we got our Libra. You will experience physical vigor and high energy tomorrow, yet occasional floating thoughts or mental haziness may occur. You need to discover equilibrium so you can engage with spirituality or imaginatively oriented activities. Your creative and spiritual activities help create equilibrium between your physical and emotional needs. The day provides an opportunity to rediscover your inner self by either engaging in mindful reflection or creative artistic activities. Scorpio, the upcoming day will center on romance, which will create immense happiness and exhilaration in your life. Your words of love exchanged with your partner creates a feeling that the future holds endless promise. The upcoming days will bring you renewed energy, which allow you to start fresh adventures because this period provides optimal conditions to follow your interests. Accept the love which surrounds you because it will inspire you to take courageous steps toward the future. Then we got our Sagittarius. You need to handle unfinished paperwork together with telephone calls before the day ends. A business partner together with a close friend would prove essential to help you resolve unfinished matters. Finishing these unexciting tasks will eventually provide you with the time for better upcoming possibilities. You should handle things one step at a time while avoiding details from taking control of you. After finishing these obligations, you will experience relief, which will create space for new, exciting opportunities. Then we got our Capricorn. You should expect financial relief to arrive tomorrow if you have been worrying about money recently. A combination of better financial prospects and job opportunities, together with positive phone messages and emails, will come your way. Make sure you pursue promising opportunities while recording the ones that feel more suitable for your future direction. Your determination leads you to the breakthrough you have been pursuing. Trust the path you are on while you accept every chance that presents itself to you. Then we got our Aquarius. The upcoming day requires clear communication skills in both personal relationships and professional interactions. Your ability to communicate will improve significantly, which will create positive first impressions during interactions with others. Your approach using practicality and directness will find appreciation from others whenever you need to address misunderstandings or manage important events. You should trust your ability to share honest messages, while your words should demonstrate your certainty. Then, last but not least, we have Pisces. The day ahead might bring joyful feelings regarding future events. The day will bring you both innovative thinking capabilities and a solid approach to transform your concepts into concrete achievements. New career opportunities will present themselves to you because your communication and teamwork abilities with colleagues will help you achieve your targets. The cosmic alignment gives you an opportunity to advance professionally, so seize this moment with strong confidence and excitement. All right, guys, that is our horoscope for tomorrow, April 8th. Like I said, we kind of just do that for you to help guide you along your way. And shout out to the 39 people watching. Now, for our last segment, let's get into it. It's going to be our conspiracy of the day. And that is my conspiracy today, which is the fluoride controversy, unveiling the hidden truths about fluoride. So, yeah, today we're going to dive into a subject that has sparked debates for decades, which is fluoride, from its controversial origins to its widespread use in dentistry and public water systems. We'll examine the claims, the science, and the alternatives. Is fluoride a beneficial public health measure, or is there more to the story? Let's find out, guys. So, let's do the introduction. The ubiquity of fluoride. Fluoride is a mineral that has become a staple in dental care products and is commonly added to public drinking water supplies. Advocates argue that it plays a crucial role in preventing tooth decay and promoting oral health. However, a growing number of voices question its safety and necessity. How did fluoride become so prevalent, and what are the concerns surrounding its use? So let's get into a little historical background, from industrial byproduct to dental mainstay. The history of fluoride is as complex as it is controversial. In the early 20th century, fluoride was recognized as a byproduct of industrial processes, particularly in aluminum manufacturing. Its potential health impacts were a concern, especially given its presence in industrial emissions. The introduction of fluoride into public water supplies began in 1945 in the United States, with the aim of reducing dental cavities among the population. This initiative was based on studies suggesting that communities with naturally occurring fluoride in their water had lower rates of tooth decay. However, this move was not without opposition. Critics questioned the ethics of mass medication and raised concerns about potential health risks associated with long-term fluoride consumption. So, today, approximately 63% of Americans receive fluoridated water. The Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, has long recommended water fluoridation as a safe and effective method to prevent tooth decay. However, recent developments have reignited the debate. In April 2025, U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced plans to instruct the CDC to stop recommending community water fluoridation. He cited concerns about potential health risks, including associations with neurological, skeletal, and thyroid issues. The Environmental Protection Agency is also reviewing new scientific evidence regarding fluoride's potential risks. This reassessment reflects a growing need to balance the benefits of fluoride in preventing cavities with emerging concerns about its broader health impacts. Research into fluoride's effects has yielded mixed results. While its benefits in reducing cavities are well documented, some studies have raised concerns about potential adverse effects. A notable meta-analysis by researchers from Harvard School of Public Health and China Medical University in 2012 combined 27 studies and found strong indications that high fluoride exposure may adversely affect cognitive development in children, which is basically also the same as, you could say, Down syndrome and stuff like that. And autism. That is definitely a study that they did, and it shows that fluoridated byproduct that is the byproduct of autism and stuff. Fluoridated water. Furthermore, a monograph by the National Toxicology Program concluded with moderate confidence that higher levels of fluoride exposure, such as drinking water contaminating more than 1.5 milligrams of fluoride per liter, are associated with lower IQ in children. However, the NTP found no evidence that fluoride exposure had adverse effects on adult cognition. It's important to note that these studies primarily focus on regions with fluoride levels higher than those recommended in the US, and more research is needed to fully understand the implications at lower exposure levels. And then we also have, the dental part of it. Excessive fluoride intake is known to cause dental fluorosis, a condition that leads to discoloration and damage to teeth. Beyond dental issues, prolonged exposure to high levels of fluoride has been linked to skeletal fluorosis, a condition that affects bones and joints. Emerging research also suggests potential links between fluoride exposure and thyroid dysfunction, as well as neurodevelopmental issues in children. These findings have contributed to the ongoing debate about the safety of widespread fluoride use. There is alternatives to fluoride, so let's explore some safer options. Given the concerns surrounding fluoride, many individuals are seeking alternatives for dental care. Two notable substitutes have gained attention. One of them is xylitol, which is Xylitol. It's a natural sugar alcohol that cannot be fermented by cavity-causing bacteria, therefore reducing acid production and cavity risk. Xylitol is commonly found in gums and candies. Then you also have hydroxyapatite, which is hydroxyapatite. It's a naturally occurring mineral that constitutes the primary building block of teeth and bones. Used in toothpaste, it promotes remineralization, effectively rebuilding and strengthening tooth enamel. Studies have shown it has to be as effective as fluoride in preventing cavities. So these alternatives offer promising avenues for maintaining oral health without the potential risk associated with fluoride. So in conclusion, the discourse surrounding fluoride is multifaceted and involving historical practices, scientific research, public health policies, and individual choices. While fluoride has played a significant role in reducing dental cavities, emerging evidence calls for a re-evaluation of its widespread use, especially concerning potential health risks. As consumers, staying informed and considering both the benefits and potential drawbacks of fluoride is crucial. Exploring alternatives and consulting with dental professionals can help individuals make choices that align with their health priorities. So, yeah, guys, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fluoride controversy. We always, like I said, we have to stay curious, we have to stay informed, and as always, keep questioning the narratives. You guys have to do your own research. That's what we always kind of preach. We kind of just give you some facts, and we want you guys to, look into it and kind of see for yourselves if that makes sense to you guys or not. Shout out to the 43 people watching. We're pretty much coming to the end of our show. So let's get into Jay's final words of wisdom. What is that, Jay?
Today I'm going to go with we all need to learn to turn our weaknesses into strengths. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like being able to do that, it won't only help control our emotions, but it'll help us get to our goal like much faster than anticipated. You know what I mean? You'll be mastering a part of you that a lot of people just majority neglect. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't like to look into their weaknesses, man. But if you learn to turn them into strengths, you could really get far in this world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because weaknesses is a tough, like, a lot of people don't like to acknowledge they have weaknesses.
Right.
But I believe if you acknowledge it, figure out exactly what they are, you can use it to your advantage and make it a strength.
Definitely.
That's what I'm gonna go with today.
What would you say is like your weakness? What is the one thing that like makes you think about that when you say that?
I'd say because I live pretty blessed days, man. So every now and then, emotion. Like I don't show a lot of emotion at all, but there's times where emotion could get the best of me.
Right.
And like I'm learning every day that certain things I could just use that proper emotion, that weakness and turn it into a strength, harness it elsewhere.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because
For
like
sure.
I said, it's I love mastering every part of not just my body, my mind.
That's true.
So,
That's
yeah.
true. And yeah, to finish kind of what you were saying, to go off of what you were saying, as Shushaku Indu noted, every weakness contains within itself a strength. By acknowledging and confronting your limitations, we unlock the potential for profound personal growth and transformation. So, yeah, guys, just remember the path to self improvement is paved with self awareness and courage. As we face our challenges head on, we not only conquer our weakness, but also discover our true capabilities. So we have to stay committed to our journeys and trust that each step forward, no matter how small, is going to bring us closer to our highest self, and that's kind of also part of getting older and just discovering, that your ego, this big part that was you, is kind of starting to go into the background and not be part of you so much anymore. That's all just part of learning and part of the journey. So this has been Average Day Joe show. If you guys missed it on Saturday, Jeff cooked up some real good food. What was it that you cooked up, bro?
I cooked up a little penne pasta, some mussels. I cut up yellow squash with some onions and garlic, and I made a little like instead I had tri-tip,
Yeah,
and what I did was I sliced it thinner so I could put it with that meal. I wanted something more because I needed it to be heavier
yeah,
than
definitely.
just so I put that on top of the penne pasta
Nice.
like instead of like a meatball or like something like that I did tri-tip.
It
So I
looked
cut
really
it up
good.
like
It looked
yeah, it's I needed the extra, you know what I'm saying?
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So on Saturday, if you go back to our YouTube channel, you could check out Chef with Jeff. He does that on Saturdays for you guys. Cooks up some real good meals. And yesterday, I also did my date with Kate session, which is my wife, and me and her went on the little trail that was close to our house. There, all the like beautiful flowers are blossoming. We even show you a rainbow if you want to see some rainbows out in Cali. So yeah, just check that out. That we did that over the weekend. Stay blessed, and like we always say, our motto on Average Day Joe's show is health, wealth, and happiness. That's what we live by, and that's what we try to like present to you guys. And as always, the entertainment, of course, as well. So yeah, guys, till tomorrow, we'll be back here at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to the 42 people watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And